Hi friends, welcome back. Naji here. So we are continuing a discussion on Rust programming language, and in this video we will be discussing on variables and immutability, and also we will be discussing on data types. Okay. So this video will be we are not going in depth. So I believe like who are watching this video have some programming knowledge. So this I'm trying to make it very simple, and very basic things can be discussed here, and later in coming videos when we do the real time project, then we can explore it more. Okay. So let's go back to Visual Studio Code. So this is my Visual Studio Code, and I have one folder is created, that is the mute one, and here I have a main.rs is there. Okay, so this is my function. Here I have, by default I have println is there. I'm saying that hello world. Okay, now let's see what is mean by immutability. So here I'm going to assign a variable x is equal to 5. Now I'm going to print it. Okay, I can say the value of x is, right, so this can be x. Okay, save it, do a cargo build. I can do cargo run. So it's working fine. It says the value of x is 5. Now I want to assign it to 6. Due to some specific reason I need to make it 6. Okay, now I need to do a println. I can say the value of x is x. Okay, so this is a very common thing that we do in all the programming language. Okay, so what happens when we do here? So let me build it here. Then at that time itself I'm getting an error, cannot assign twice to a immutable variable. Okay, so which means in Rust programming language, whenever we define a variable that is immutable by default, so we cannot able to assign it, we cannot able to reassign it with a new value. Okay, so here they are saying some helper thing. It says consider making this binding mutable. So how can we do that? They are also saying let mute x is equal to 5. We have to define, or we have to declare this x as with a keyword mute. Okay, so we can see that it's very simple. I can come here, let's make it let mute x, save it, build, run, right? So here it is working fine. So in this way we can make it immutable with a mute keyword. So now what we can do, we can discuss about some data types. Okay, in a high level. For that, let me use a cargo new, I can say data type. For that I can say dt. Okay, so here go to dt. So dt is here. Let me operate. By default I can see what we call it, I can see the hello world is there, right? So here I can define let I can say x equal to 2.0. Okay, so by default this is what we call, this is the float 64. Okay, now to make it what we call, if you want to define something like float 32, I can specifically say f32. Okay, now this can be assigned to 2.1. A similar way I can assign a as a u32. This is unsigned integer. I can say unsigned integer. I can set it as a 2. Okay, and if you want to set it as a boolean value, I can say like let t equal to false. So this will be the boolean value, and I can also say z. I can define the data type here. I can say true. So in this way we can very easily define the data types. So this is similar to, more or less similar to rest of the programming language, right? So similar to that, I can, if you want to add two numbers, okay, I can simply add using the plus, minus, and the modulus can be used by like division can be used by a division symbol. All those things are similar, so I'm not going to that part. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to discuss about some compound statement. Okay, to discuss about compound statement, okay, maybe let me comment this to avoid further issues, or like to make it clear, I can make comment it. Okay, here it is. Now we can discuss about some common data type, that is the tuples and arrays. Okay, so for that, how can we define a tuple in Rust programming language? Okay, very simple. What I can do, I can say let tup. Okay, so if I want to specify the data type, I can specifically say this will be I32. I can say this is the second one is the float 32 and third one is the U8. So here I can specifically say this will be 500 and this will be 0.4, I can say, and I can say next will be the 1. Okay, so in this way we can specifically mention the data type also with the tuple. Let's print it, print ln, I can say tup, right? Save it. I can say cargo build. I'm getting some error because should be something like this. Okay. 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 What it says, cannot compile the DT due to one previous error. Okay, so this is not showing something like this. Let me print ln. I can say the value of x is make it something like this. Cannot be formatted as the default format. Okay, because the problem here is I cannot directly print the tuple. So here I can say to access this, what I can do, I can have a tuple.0. Okay, so I can do cargo build. Oh, what's happening? So let me remove this. We build this. Okay, this is now working fine. Now let me take like one by one. Maybe let's see. I can make let x, y, z. Okay, now I'm going to make it as a tab. Okay, now let me print. The value of x is x. Let's see. It's building is in progress. Okay, this is just a warning. Now I can run it. Cargo run. We'll see it. Okay, now we are getting the value of x is 500. Okay, so in this way we can also extract the values of tuple using in this way. Okay, now there is another method that we can use. I can use like tup.0. This will give the 0th value, and here I can use tup.1, and here I can use tup.2. okay, now I can say print ln. I can here say the value of tup. Just say this. I can say c. Okay, let's run this. Okay, sometimes I'm forgetting this because I have a effect of Python. Okay, let me run this. It also says print ln. It should be needed. Let's run this. Here also it says local variable is similar to name exist 0, 1, 2. tup.c. Okay, here I have tup.c. Let me, the problem here is here I am also doing this. Let me comment this out. Okay, I want to make it Okay, it should be working. This is okay. Sorry, it should be like let. It should be let. It should be let. Okay, now let me run this. Okay, now this is working fine. Right here, I can see the value of top is 1. So let me put it back. Let me see how this works. Here we need to have this. Okay. Okay, now this is working fine. Here I am getting 500 and here I am getting the value as 1. So in this way we can easily manipulate, or you can easily declare a tub and we can extract the values from tub. Okay. Now what I can do, maybe I can comment this out. Okay, now we can discuss about um, arrays. Okay, so arrays is also very simple. It is similar to any other programming language. What I can do, I can define a type here. I can say 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, now if I want to get something from array, I can use a dot 0, right? A dot 0, and if I want to get something from second, I can take a of 1. Now let's print it. The value of first, I can say first, right? Now let's build this. Okay, run and build. Okay, print, not print, it is println. I'm sorry guys, I'm from Python, so it's sometimes I'm missing some syntaxes. Okay, fine. Okay, so now I'm getting the value as 1. Right here we can, the first value is 1, and in this way if you go to the like second, you will get the second value. Okay. Now how to if I want to make it like I want to declare an array. Okay, let's say that I want to declare an array and I want to set some default values. How can I do that? So here I can say let's z, and I can say I'm going to assign the 3 default value will be 3, and I'm going to assign the 5 I mean the default value will be 3 for this 5 arrays. Okay, the size of the array is 5. Okay, now let's see let's see what I can see is that let me println here I can see that the value of z, I can say z. We'll see the result here. Let me run this. Okay, the println should be needed. Okay, so this will be, let me make it z dot 0. Let me run this. Okay, so it's let z 35 value of z is somehow this is, let me extract it in this way. Let x I can say z of 0, and here I can say like x. Okay, let's run this. Could not compile. Let me build this cargo build. Here I can see the value of z. Z of 0 is x. What is this? Could not compile dt due to previous 2 errors. Let me figure it out. Unexpected. Okay, this is now the biggest problem now. Let me try this. Now it's a warning. It's an unused variable warning. So where is my print? Okay, so this is now, let me do a run, cargo dot run. This will be working now. Okay, so here we can see the value of z is 3, right? So this is also working fine. Okay, now let me see why this is not working. Let me see this cargo dot run. Okay, cannot formatted. Okay, so I think default format is not working for this. I may have to look on this, but can try with z.1 cargo dot build. Sorry, here we need to have it z.1, and I can mention here like x. Cargo dot build and cargo dot run. Okay, now this is working fine. So what we have covered now, so we have covered about the mutability, and we have covered different data types and compound data types also we have discussed. Okay, so that is all about in this video. Please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye bye.